Welcome to this session of computer science. Today we are starting chapter 2, software concepts. This is part 1 and we will talk about what software actually is, why it is so important and then dive into the system software, especially the operating system. So get ready because without software your computer is just a dumb box of wires. All right. First thing first, what is software? Think of your computer. You can see and can touch the monitor, keyboard, CPU. That is all hardware. But can you see and touch Microsoft Word or Android? No, right? That is the software. So, here is the simple rule. Hardware is what you can touch and see. Software is what you can use for. Hardware without software is like a body without brain. And software without hardware, that's like a brain floating in the air, useless. That's why we always say hardware and software go hand in hand. Before we go further, I have a small request. Please don't leave this video in the middle. I promise you, every slide has something new to learn. I have arranged the tutorials in such a simple and step by step way that you won't even need to open your textbook again. So, if you really want to understand computer science easily, do me a favor, stay with me till the end, and please support me by subscribing to my channel. Your one click on subscribe motivates me to bring you even better lessons. Let's take some real life examples. When you go to an ATM and withdraw money, that's software working. When you make a chart in Excel, that's software. Even when you play PUBG or BGMI or listen to Spotify, you are using software. So, in simple words, software is the soul of your computer and phone. Without it, hardware is just a showpiece. Now, software comes in three main categories. Number one, system software. It controls the computer and makes it work. Number two, application software. This is what we use daily, like Word, PowerPoint, games, browsers. And number three, utility software. These are like the doctors of your system, keeping it clean and safe. For example, antivirus or disk cleaners. So remember system, application, and utility. Easy, right? Let us focus on system software. This is the foundation. Without it, applications cannot run. System software mainly includes two things. One, the operating system, which is like the boss of the computer. And two, language translator, like compilers, assemblers, and interpreters that help convert human language into machine language. We will keep translators for later, but today let us talk about the big boss, the operating system. Here is the golden definition. An operating system is a program that acts as a bridge between the user and the hardware. So when you click an icon, you are not directly telling the hardware. The OS takes your request and tells the hardware what to do. It manages memory, runs applications, control devices like printer and keyboard, and much more. Some famous examples: Windows, Linux, Unix, Android, iOS. I'm sure you use one of these daily. Now, what are the jobs of an operating system? In short, it manages the CPU, the memory, the devices, and the files. We will study each of these in details in the next video. But for now, just know that the OS is like a manager in a company. It makes sure every resource is used properly and no one is fighting for a space. Imagine this, you press a key on the keyboard without an OS, the CPU will get a signal but won't know what to do with it. With an OS, that key press gets converted into a letter on the screen. So the OS is basically your translator. It speaks both languages, your simple commands and the hardware's 0 1 binary language. Without OS, black screen, no apps, no fun. With OS, everything works smoothly. Simple as that. Let me make it even simpler with examples. When you click Chrome, the OS loads it into memory. When you print a document, the OS makes sure the printer gets the data. When you play music, the OS tells the sound card to play it through speakers. Basically, OS is always working behind the scene, even if you don't notice it. It is like oxygen, invisible but essential. Now, operating system come in different flavors. Some are single user, like the old DOS or Windows 95. Some are multi users, like Linux and Unix, where many people can work at the same time. And some are mobile OS, like Android and Symbian. Don't worry, we will explore these in details in the next part. This is just a teaser. Here is a quick comparison. System software is like the backstage crew in the theater. They make sure the show runs. Application software is like the actors, the ones you actually see and enjoy. System software examples: Windows, Linux, compilers. Application software examples: Word, Excel, Photoshop. Both are important, but system software always comes first. Let us have a quick recap. Software is the brain of computer. It is divided into system, application, and utility. System software includes the OS and translators. The operating system is the bridge between you and the hardware, and without it, computers are useless. And remember, OS is everywhere, in your laptop, in your phones, even in the ATMs. Now, it is your turn. Try answering this. 1. What makes hardware usable? 2. Name three categories of software. 3. Give two differences between system and application software. 4. What is an operating system? Give two examples. You can pause the video, think about it, and write your answers in the comments below. And that is it for part 1, Introduction to Software and Systems Software. In the next video, we will dive into the functions of operating system, processor management, memory management, and much more. Make sure you don't miss it. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. See you in the next session.